what is that woman with those snakes thinking, that they bond with her, or that they have emotions and things like that. Is she crazy? Hi everyone. Yeah, little Archie again. And you may be thinking, gee, we're not seeing much of the big snakes at the moment, even though I just put up one of little Lily, I was going to say, but Lily isn't quite so little, is she, anymore? But Lily's in shed, Jessie's in shed, Tessa isn't, but she was out yesterday and up on the climbing area and doing her own thing, so I just let her be. Apani and Maya are both not eating, so I'm kind of letting them be too. Amaya, she is doing fine. She's due for a feed. Actually, every one of my snakes today has to be fed. But yeah, having the little ones out. And the reason why, and a lot of it is with the little ones, is because this is what I do with my young ones, is get them out a lot, spend really, no, I wouldn't, don't get me wrong, because I know people say, oh, you shouldn't handle them a lot and spend too much time with them, getting them out and so forth. But to me, get them out if you want to. And if your snake is extremely comfortable for you to do that, then why not get them out? Because, this subject is very near and dear to me. And being questioned about, this person thinks that a snake has emotions and so forth. And I'm not going to go into really the emotional side of it with a snake. But I am going to go into the side of, can they bond with you? And I can, this is something that I have had many a discussion about with people, is how do you know they've bonded with you? I used to go outside and Jack, especially Jack, and here comes little Archie up onto the camera to say hello to me, of course, because he knows I'm here, guys, and he knows who I am, and he has trust and everything with me to approach me. He's not afraid of me. And as time goes on, and that is more and more offered to him and it's available for him, it turns into a bond. And that's how I've done it with my much bigger snakes, but also because they've allowed me to. Tessa not so much, and yet she doesn't go too far away from me when she's outside. She likes to go for a wander off. She's not running away from me either. But the likes of Jack, he'd go a certain distance and then he'd come, not flying back to me, but he'd move pretty fast. Archie, you have a bad habit of making the camera go out of focus because you keep approaching the camera, dude. And he would stick close. He was a protector, and I was his. He would always come to me, as Lily does when she comes out of her enclosure. And that's not because I'm forcing her to come to me. She makes those choices for herself. It's not about bonding. You know what is, we bond with our other pets and they bond with us. Why can't a snake do that if you've put in the time with them? I don't understand how somebody says that they aren't capable of it. I do not see evidence that that doesn't happen in my home with my snakes. I see the opposite, and I see it all of the time with them. I have brought up a subject where I went into hospital and I was only gone overnight, and all up, a 24-hour period. Well, you want to climb on me, I know, dude, I'm sorry, but I want to get some video. Archie just wants to come up and be on top of my head. And Archie will sit up there for hours, guys, if I let him, and my arm gets sore from really supporting him to be up there. But that's what Archie loves to do. Oh, yeah. They don't like being around us. Not at all. But this little guy, he'll come find me. He'll be back again. He'll be crawling on me because he wants to get close. Well, why doesn't he go over there? And I keep changing the subject and lose him in place here, but that's me. That's who you get when you watch my videos. I'm not very good at staying on track a lot of the time. But yeah, I was in hospital 24 hours. Lily knew I was gone out of this house and I wasn't coming back in a short period of time. She knew I was stressed and something was bothering me when I left and said goodbye to her. And 10 minutes after I left, she was an absolute total mess, and I wish my daughter had picked up a camera and actually shown you just how much of a mess Lily was. But I saw how much of a mess she was, and I didn't pick up the camera either to show you, and her reaction of me actually opening that door for her and letting her come out to see me. But I am not joking when I tell you a snake can fly. And she came out of that door and she lifted herself up like he is, but much, much faster, and was around my shoulders as fast as she could possibly get there. And trust me, Lily loves her freedom and she loves to be able to just cruise around and do her thing. Not this day. She wasn't leaving my side, and I've seen Lily do this many, many times. And you might say, well, she's just reading your emotions, but hey, snakes don't have emotions. So how can they read ours? Why is it, if I'm not well, I'm not feeling good, that Lily comes and hangs close to me? Why does she do that? I don't make her do it. That's not her normal behaviour, as you know. Lily takes off. She goes up to the hangout spot. She does her own thing. But if I'm unwell, or I've had a day where I've been a bit more stressed and anxious than normal, she will not leave my sides. My sides. I have got two sides, haven't I? But she will not leave my side. But this is really serious to me, that so many people doubt. And maybe I can say to you all, is it carpet pythons? Is it just carpet pythons? Well, I think this little guy is saying, no, it's not just carpet pythons, because I'm not a carpet python, I'm a Morelia. So okay, let's go with that. Is it just Morelia? Maybe. Maybe it is. Maybe it's the way you treat them. Oh, you are so determined, buddy. Are you not determined to come up onto my head? I will get a video of him doing this one day for you, while he's little enough to actually do that with me. Sorry, dude. But I think every species is capable of it. But you have to spend the time with them. You have to be there. You have to let them come to you and be around you and be on you and get to know you. Because otherwise, don't make statements to me. Snakes don't have emotions. Snakes don't bond with their owners. I don't own them. In reality, my snakes own me, I think. Oh my goodness, Arch. Like, how do I do any videoing with you? Hey, when all you want to do is be up on me the whole time. Like, people can't just see how beautiful you are, although I know that they do know that you are. What a social, beautiful little boy this guy is. Honestly, this is what I saw from Lily, Jack, Apani. You know, they were all little when they came to me. I can't say that, and Jessie. I can't say that about Tessa. I wish I could. Say, Tessa too. She's just made differently in her thinking to what most of mine are. You know, Ishi, I know, is missing her dad and is letting me know. Okay, dude, I give up. I give up. Climb up on my head by all means and get comfortable up there, because I know that is where you, see, you slip off. You know, you just slip off on Mum. I have to hold him a particular way, make him feel really comfortable. You know, I've just recently put up a video of him climbing up onto the top of Lily's enclosure. That is how incredible rough scales are, and just goes to show you that they spend a lot of time climbing and being up. And dude, we're out of focus. You're very good at doing that to Mum. I can't not say it, how much I love their markings. They are just absolutely, I don't know, their colour. It's not that dirty, bland brown. It does have that purpley, pinkish, is there any such colour? Purpley, pinkish glow to him. And of course, you're coming back into shed because, again, your little... Now I've lifted that camera quite a way up. He's just gonna, yep, there's that little face coming up over the top. And it's almost like it says, hey Mum, I did it. But I know you can do it. So, for everybody who doesn't think that a snake cannot bond with you or have emotions, oh, dude, come back down here. I know they can. And you've tripped my automatic focus by having pressed this. And I hope that with each and every one of my videos, that's what you're seeing. That's what I'm showing you or trying to show you. Hey, what do you think, Archie? Now, I'm such a terrible thing that you never want to be on me or around me, do you? guys. It's not just cats and dogs and birds that bond with the people that care about them. Your snakes can do it too. You take care of yourself and your family, your friends, your snakes. Start thinking a little bit differently. Take care of all your animals. Ciao.